Nobel Laureate Prof Wole Soyinka has called on Nigerians on the need to support efforts that will entrench peaceful coexistence in the country. Soyinka gave the indication at a book launch in Abuja. The Nobel Laureate, in a note read by Chioma Tamuno, said Nigeria is facing its worst moments that requires the support and cooperation of citizens towards efforts to tackle the challenges. Soyinka, however, welcomed efforts aimed at achieving less than a crisis of humanity.
Attention to the place of children in conflict resolution is especially encouraging. Catch them young. Being a sound principle of nation building, this contribution by Ms. Uduak-Abasi Akpabio speaks to our collective responsibility for guiding the minds of the future.
On her part, the author of the books, Uduak-Abasi Akpabio, advocated reasons to include peace education and conflict management in the nation's school curriculum. Akpabio, who took account of the various security threats across the country, said teaching of peace initiative in schools remain a potent force to address the problem of insecurity and other crises in the country.
In the absence of the threat of violent conflict, no one wants to take on peace building. And from my work experience, I noticed that if a place was not designated a hotspot, it's almost impossible to get any attention. And then I asked the question, so is peace all about addressing conflict or preventing violent conflict? And thankfully, peace is now an academic field, so we delved further. And thankfully, we already have peace scholars and like Johan Galton and more that have helped us create the nexus between peace and health. So I often, when people ask me that question, how do you separate peace from conflict and violence? I ask the question, when you wake up in the morning to eat and you do exercises, you prepare to go out. Do you eat because you want to prevent yourself from falling sick? You eat because you want the energy to carry on your endeavors for the day.
Meanwhile, the chairman of the occasion, Ambassador Chijioke Wigwe, expressed delight that the books will help in preventing violent crises and sow the seed of peace among the young ones.
There is no better time to reflect on the subject of peace and conflict resolution than now, when every part of West Africa and our dear country Nigeria is inflicted with the twin scourge of conflict and insecurity.
Highlight of the event, which attracted dignitaries from the Germany Embassy, British High Commission to Nigeria, among others, was the unveiling of the books to the admiration of all. Some of the book titles include Every Child Should Know Peace and Conflict, and Building Capacity for Peace, aimed at ensuring harmonious coexistence in the country. CNN News.